Hello, Popcorn Junkies. Welcome to this trailer reaction to Jurassic World Rebirth. Yes, the 7th movie in the Jurassic World franchise. If you haven't, please do subscribe for all your movie reviews, streaming reviews, trailer reactions, TV show reviews, you name it. If it's moving image, we'll do it. Nadia has got the pizza machine on. She's making dough for our Sunday show in our members area. So this is the first trailer. It's a big deal, this, for the 7th outing for the Jurassic Park franchise. As I say, the original, obviously, Jurassic Park, 1993. My God, all those years ago. Steven Spielberg directed. He also directed The Lost World Jurassic Park, the sequel. It was a seismic, quite literally seismic moment when a T-Rex's foot made a glass of water shake. Isn't it interesting how something so sophisticated, expensive, CGI, dinosaur creation, all the science that it refers to, and actually the most defining moment, probably still from this entire now 7-film franchise, is the moment a glass on a dashboard shakes when a T-Rex places its foot on the ground. I love that. So simple and yet so effective. And also possibly the chap who was eaten like an egg, a boiled egg, sat on the toilet. So where are we at with Jurassic Park and Jurassic World and all that kind of stuff? So the first Jurassic Park films, I love the first film, I liked it. I've never been a big dino fan, so I've never been a sort of, as a kid, I kind of, obviously all boys get into dinosaurs at some point, but they didn't hold the charm or the interest that sci-fi did. There were sort of limitations. I mean, dinosaurs could only do certain things. I think my favourite dinosaur, to be honest, was the pterodactyl, because it could fly. Then we had the Jurassic World iteration, obviously with Chris, what's his name? Not Chris Hemsworth, what's his name? Chris Pratt. We had the Jurassic World iterations with Chris Pratt. He brought a cheeky charm, and I think everyone was kind of surprised by what a hit the Colin Trevorrow film Jurassic World was. It then, I felt, fell into ever-diminishing returns. I thought Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom wasn't particularly good, and I also thought that Jurassic World Dominion was the least effective of them all. I mean, least of all because all of these films end up losing the ultimate shock factor of a dinosaur. You can keep fusing them and having hybrids, and this dinosaur's got a bit more of that dinosaur. I get it, yeah, one might get, but as an idea and as a film, I just feel that the last trilogy of films didn't really break new territory whatsoever. I, to be honest with you, have always really wanted the Jurassic World thing to move into semi-dino/humanoid. I want the dino DNA to kind of infiltrate its way into humanoid DNA. And then we get into kind of alien-esque type stuff. I think that would be a more intriguing place to go. And who knows, maybe that's what happens with this new one. This is the first trailer that's landed for Jurassic World Rebirth. As I understand it, the cast is quite something. We've got Scarlett Johansson in there, leaping away from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You've got Mahershala Ali, who's not doing Blade in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so he is here. Jonathan Bailey, all the rage after Wicked and Bridgerton, etc. Rupert Friend, Manuel Garcia-Rulfo. We've got a good old cast. What's going to be the new shtick? Is it still going to be hybridization? How is this going to be new? Are we going to have another Park scenario? What clue is there? Jurassic World Rebirth? Is it going to be about humans and birth and all that kind of stuff? So without further ado, let's check it out.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett, our mission specialist.
Sorry, what mission?
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
He's your guy.
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
Thank God someone
This island
is.
was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
I suppose we could try to get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of the worst were left here.
Come on!
Duncan!
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
And there we have our answer. More of the same, delivered in the same sort of way, right down to the shot underneath some kind of kitchen cabinet with the raptor's toe going, I wonder where the human meat is. Okay. Oh my God, well, of course it's derivative. It's derivative of every other single. I just thought they might throw in a completely new concept, but they haven't really thrown in even a completely new concept. We're expected to get excited about stronger, more dangerous iterations of 6 films worth of ever stronger iterations of dinosaurs. So that's tricky. I quite like the shtick between Jonathan Bailey and Scarlett Johansson. The first half of that trailer, every single aspect of it was riffing on the visuals and the tone and the sensibility of Raiders of the Lost Ark, if I'm honest. You had the kind of archaeological thing, we were in the kind of museum, we had the chat in the kind of hall, academic hall. Then we had that sort of, the biplane, the aquaplane landing in this, and I liked all of that sort of fabulous kind of port where they find Mahershala Ali kind of playing poker. And then you had Rupert Friend's character, a little bit like, was it Belloc or the guy that was the other sort of archaeologist in Raiders of the Lost Ark competition, all that kind of stuff. So presumably he feels like he could be the villain. And then we there was the suggestion of eggs, birth, DNA, always is, but they just need to capture it. So maybe my hope and my belief that this needs to go body horror and sort of more existential, maybe that's coming further down the line. I liked the colour palette on it. I liked the feel of it. It felt very Spielberg, and it felt less kind of streamlined CGI than I felt many of the second trilogy became. I felt it was just kind of rack 'em up and sell 'em high. For example, there was one moment in this where I really like the scene where there's a sort of, someone's in behind the glass panel in the red room with what looks not really like a dinosaur, but looks like a sort of humanoid troll from Lord of the Rings. So who's to know? I quite like the way it was shot. I like the colour and I like the feel. It felt quite retro. It had a sort of nostalgic aspect to it in that, as I say, riffing on Raiders. What do you think, guys? Are you excited, or do you feel they're just kind of literally, is it dinosaur feet stepping in dinosaur footprints yet again and again and again?